What is going on, guys? We are back.
What's up, everybody?
It's been a day, all right?
It's been a week.
It's been a week, all right? We are back with the Guardian Report. It's been a huge week of Destiny. The raid is out.
The raid is beaten.
The raid is beaten. The raid was conquered. Not in the fashion we wanted to conquer it, but conquered nonetheless. Nonetheless.
2 times.
The two time. What is going on, guys? Hopefully these exposures and all the camera stuff is right, because
We don't have our backlighting.
it normally takes us like, let's just put this in perspective. It normally takes us like an hour and a half to set up, and we just set up in like 45 minutes. We started at 3 o'clock, and we have a special guest ready for you, so we had to do all that extra testing as well. So, not bad for timing, to be honest, even though we're 15 minutes late.
We're 15 minutes late.
But in true fashion, we were on time last week and the week before that, I think.
We were early the week before.
So now you get what's coming to you.
Yeah, we've been 5 minutes early the past 2 weeks, and we're 15 minutes late. So really, it's just
averaging at a 5-minute late delay. That's just how it goes. Hope everybody's having a good day. Say what's up. How's everybody doing?
And we did an hour and a half's worth of work in 15 minutes.
Yes. We got Matt in the building. We got Avro Bob, who's coming on the show with us for topic number 1 momentarily. So get charged up.
I see
for
Matt
that.
Bot. I see Danny. I see Brad. That's AK Night Stalker. We got him his first clear last night.
Ooh, nice. Everybody's been grinding. Everybody's been getting it. Yeah. So
Without further ado,
let's get right into it. So we want to have on our lore master, who needs no introduction.
if you're a fan of the show, you see him in the chat all the time. We reference him all the time.
If you're in the Discord, you know what it is. It's the man, the myth, the legend. Let me get him up on screen real quick. We're not on screen yet. Hold up. I don't use Skype. I don't know how to do this. Wait, screen share. Why is it screen sharing? No, don't screen share. Wait a second.
There we go.
Enter full screen. Bring him on. Turn up his levels. We got Lauren back in the building. Yeah, picture in picture. And wait, is his audio?
There we go.
Yeah. What's up, Afro? Turn up his levels. We got Lauren back in the building. What's going on? Oh, wait, what's lagging? Wait a second. Yeah, picture in picture. And wait, is his audio?
There we go.
Yeah. What's up, Afro? Turn up his levels. We got Lauren back in the building. Wait, what's lagging? Wait a second. Yeah, picture in picture. And wait, is his audio? There we go. No, you're good now. You're good now.
Yeah.
Afro Bob, how we doing, bro?
Yeah. We're doing pretty good.
Hell yeah. You got good audio, Lauren? Turn them all the way up. Make sure he's as loud as us. All right. And I can't see chat, so make sure you're on chat.
I'm going to turn this up just a little bit.
Okay. Well, what's going on, Afro Bob? Good to have you on the show. It's always a pleasure. And the people want to know just as much as I do. Dutch probably has a better idea of what's been going on. But what's up with Beyond Light? Where's the lore going? What did we find, more importantly, from the Deepstone Crypt? And kind of just give us
It's a season very rich in lore so far.
Yeah, give us a quick
And a lot of people,
rundown.
what do you think the percentages of the people that play the game that don't know anything about the lore? Probably
95%.
Yeah, so
You know what? I'm gonna say with Beyond Light, like that has changed. I think it's balanced out a lot more. I find a lot of people asking me more questions. A lot of people saying, "Hey, what's going on with this? I've read this," and it makes me hyped because I love lore, and it's great to see other people interested in lore.
Oh, yeah.
And forget Beyond Light. This is Beyond Lore. We've so far had 6 books of the 7 this season come out, and it's not a single piece of it has been dull. Like, you get some of it that's just for context, and there's like a really cutesy one at the moment, which is called, I don't want to mess up the name, Your Friend Micah Abram, which is this little 10-year-old boy going to Europa writing letters to the Traveller. Then you've got the Dark Future. I have just finished Beyond Dark Part 4, so I've just finished the law book for that.
Yep.
That is incredible. That is the story of the Exo Stranger's original timeline.
Okay.
The timeline from which she comes from. And that is, like, the whole concept is mind-blowing. It fills in so much information. Anybody who's done the new Sword Quest now knows that Banshee 44 is Clovis Bray.
Confirmed?
Which fills in... Confirmed. 100% confirmed.
Ooh.
And it also... So I had a theory back in Warmind about the Extra Stranger being Elsie Bray, and one of the pieces of evidence I gave was the little 2 semicircles on her forehead as a representative of the Bray family. And Anna had the same thing, and somebody went, well, that can't be true, because Banshee has that same symbol on his head. So the fact that they've come back and like filled in that gap, I feel like it was probably already planned the whole time. It was just such an amazing thing to do, and man, just lore this season has been blowing me away.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, guys, this is a spoiler episode. If you didn't know already,
Yeah,
the
guys,
Guardian
if you didn't
Report
know
is a-
this,
is
I'm
a
sorry,
spoiler
but
show.
fuck it, you know it now.
Make sure you're watching chat too, because I can't see it. But yeah, awesome, dude. Hell yeah. So yeah, that's dope. I did not know that. I haven't done the sword quest yet. We're talking about that a little bit later.
Yeah, we've been rating
But,
so much that we haven't even like done all the new
Yeah,
content.
you know what?
that's
That
come
actually
out.
reminds me. Congratulations on your raid completions.
Wow,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Hell yeah, appreciate it. A little later than we would have liked, but got
And,
it done nonetheless.
I was in there for about as long as I could. It got to about 7-8 hours into your live stream, and it was knocking on like 2 a.m. I'm like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, we went till you woke up. So
You
we went
did,
till
yeah.
about-
I got up about 7.
Yeah, it was like noon
and
your
the
time.
live stream had cut off because like it was like a max of 12 hours it could hold.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you guys just did not quit. I went to bed and woke up before you guys stopped.
Yeah.
Classic.
That's nuts.
But yeah, cool. So
So, back to the lore, because there's been some. I know we're probably gonna go over on this topic, but
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
that's fine. There's been some interesting stories that I've heard too, about a timeline where Eris Morn gains like these basically like overpowered type.
So yeah, that's the dark future that I referenced earlier, which is Elsie's original timeline. And in that, Dark Guardians actually existed way before this point in the timeline. Guardians actually went into the Black Garden and were corrupted by the heart of the Black Garden that we faced in the vanilla D1 storyline. And so Dark Guardians started floating around then. There weren't too many, but they were around. And by the time we got to the point where Aramis struck, it wasn't just Aramis striking. At that point, Savathun, the Cabal led by Dominus Gaul, and Aramis all attacked the tower at once. And it was just devastated. In that timeline, Ikora Ray died trying to defend the tower. Zavala became more of a bitter old man Smith than he already was, which I didn't think was possible, but you know.
So, can you explain to me like the timelines? Like, I know like there are different timelines, and like we travel through the Vex stuff and everything, but in general terms, like you say, like they're talking about all these different timelines, and like with the cutscenes with Anna Bray and stuff like that. Now they're talking about how the stranger came from a different timeline. Like, where does all that come from, and like at what point? Like, what are the limits to the timelines and stuff? Like, at what point is it not just like we're just another timeline and there's like millions more, so our stuff doesn't even matter? You know what I mean?
So, yeah, no, exactly. Before this season, I was adamant that we were going off a time travel based on multiverse theory, which is that simultaneously existing billions upon billions of timelines where different things, different decisions are made every time. But based on Elsie's experiences, we can actually say that it's more like a Back to the Future style timeline, where actually cause and effect do take a part, because at the end of the Dark Future, spoiler warning, by the way, just in case any of you don't want to know, just go away for a few minutes, I'll be done. But Anna Bray, corrupted by the darkness, stabs Mara, and Eris is about to win, and basically the Traveler erupts, and Elsie wakes up back in the City Age. Cade's just been named the new Hunter Vanguard. And she says that she's gone through multiple timelines, so it seems almost like every time it fails, she's sent back. She's a paradox within this current timeline, because she can't exist because she already does, and she comes from a timeline where the things that made her didn't happen the way that they happened.
Mm-hmm.
So our timeline is the current timeline. So when I refer to past timelines, those are essentially abandoned timelines at this point. They existed through her. She's the only proof that they ever existed. But as far as we're concerned, at this current point, because Bungie can still change it up on us, have ceased to exist.
Mm-hmm.
Which explains her actions. It explains why she sent us into the heart of the Black Garden, because that was the source of the corruption in her timeline. It explains her distance from Anna, because she tried to stop Anna from being attracted to Stasis. By keeping a distance, by like not showing her the fact that you can control stasis without losing yourself. And actually, something very interesting has happened, is that this timeline, she's chosen to reach out to Anna earlier, and Anna is almost disgusted by the thought of using dark powers.
Yeah, we saw that cutscene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which could very well be the catalyst to an ultimate change where Elsie doesn't keep going back anymore, where this is her final timeline, where she can finally lay to rest. And I think another contributing factor is going to come back to Saint 14, because we created a paradox in freeing him, and time changed so that at the center of time, the center of this paradox was a grave, which was supposed to be our grave, and my son is currently poking his head behind my shoulder.
What's up, dog?
Alex, say hi.
What's up, man? What's up, little man?
It's very
Little
late
Bob.
for you. Off to bed.
Little Bob.
It is little Bob, actually. No, go on, buddy. It's bedtime now. All right, go on.
It's so late
Go on.
there. I always forget. It's like 9 o'clock.
It is. It's like 9 o'clock here.
The other day we were
right,
playing
yeah.
and you were like, yeah, dude, it's like time to go to bed. And we're just like, Bob, what are you doing? Put your kids to bed at like 4 o'clock? And you're just like, no, it's like 10 here.
9
And we're
o'clock.
like, I
Yeah,
always
9
forget.
o'clock. He's come out of bed. But yeah, where was I?
Saint 14.
So yeah, so that change has changed something else within our current timeline, because it's caused time to warp around that fact. So we're seeing two massive pulls at the timeline that are weighing different from different timelines, both in Anna, which you could arguably say is a side effect of what we did to time, causing that ripple. But I feel like they're two separate points that are ultimately going to cause the undoing. And we got comms back from the Grimoire in D1. I'm sorry, I've probably gone way over 3 minutes.
No.
But we got comms back in the Grimoire in D1 where Elsie was talking about her experience in different timelines, and she says herself that it's never the same thing that ultimately leads to destruction.
Yeah.
The only consistent is the corruption of darkness.
Yep. Yeah, I really like those cutscenes that were in, like, that we did through the darkness, like, steps, unlocking the aspects and stuff like
And
that.
there's a new darkness stuff that just came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where you get your second
yeah.
aspect.
Awesome. Well, cool, man. We appreciate your insight. Do we have any questions while we have them on here? And
Yeah,
if-
so Duke has one,
Yeah.
and if anybody else has any lore questions, now's the time to ask. Duke said he needs more info on why Tanix is the raid boss. Is it just because he's already 80% machine and perfect for exoing, or because he has a history with Aramis? Which is a good thing, because Tanix, like, we've already killed him how many times, and he's back again. So yeah, that would be a good question.
So amongst Fallen, and in particular House Salvation, strength is something that is greatly recognized. If you are strong, because it requires strength to wield the darkness for sure, but if you are stronger, it's seen as a very, very good thing. And there was a point where House Winter wanted Tanix to break an Archon out of the Prison of Elders for them, and Tanix actually charged them double his rate to break them out, because there were stronger Elixir there that they could have broke out, but because of their allegiance to House Winter, rather than choosing strength. And Aramis is very much of the same idea. She recognizes this strength, and even though Tanix is dead, like we had killed him, in the story mission where we did the Glassway Strike, at the end, I don't know if you caught it, but she said, "Prepare the body." And so basically what she was doing was recovering as much as she could of Tanix, which is why the
Fourth, yeah.
whichever encounter, fourth encounter, fourth encounter, like before the final boss, it says Tanix Reborn, because it's not strictly Tanix the Scarred that we dealt with. It's more like, it is, it's his rebirth, if anything. He's been given a machine body, but they use darkness powers to restore his mind in a similar effect to how the light resurrects us.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And so I thought that was a really interesting
And
way
he's
of
like
doing
half
it.
excellent.
And
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of like cyborgy, like they had to, like, kind of like
He's
Frankenstein
He's
his
got
ass.
like robot arms.
Yeah, they had to, like, Frankenstein him.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Hopefully that answers your question, Duke. Were there any other questions on there?
Any
And
other
if you guys do... Were there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, and if you guys ever have any lore questions or want a little more clarification, I think we should do an episode, like, or not even an episode for the Guardian Report, but we should just, Afro Bob, we should just get together and shoot like a 45-minute video. Like maybe we'll like get together and kind of get some like nailed down topics, so it's not just like an all over the place conversation.
Yeah.
But we should just put out like a video on that.
We'll have a Law 10 Gaming.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Lorno Gaming,
Lit.
dude.
Okay,
That's what I'm
now
talking about.
Lorno Gaming episode 1 coming soon.
Yeah, and that would be a good way to like get you out there too. Like people that follow us could see you, and then we'd tag you like, "Hey, now go check out Afro
Yeah, if you're
Lore
looking for
1."
more, there it is. Boom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, dude, we appreciate you always coming on. And if you guys at home, be sure to go follow him, Afro Lore, on YouTube, Instagram, everything. So that's the man. And then if you have any questions, be sure to ask him in the Discord as well. And he's always peeping.
And plug your YouTube in your Insta. Do you plug his YouTube and Instagram?
What, in the description?
No, just now.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, we should put it in the description when the show's over.
Yeah, it's Afro Lore.
Okay.
Yeah. And Lauren, or actually Afro Bob, just posted in the chat after you get off here. You know what I mean? Like in the Guardian report, so everyone can like find it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Cool, brother. Well, appreciate having you on. Till next time, let's talk about
Thank you very
that.
much.
What do we?
Lore 10 Gaming.
Lore 10 Gaming.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's
Lore
awesome.
Gaming.
That's
And
lit.
Afro Bob, this week we should get him through the raid this week,
Yeah, for sure.
so he can get a jacket.
Maybe
Cool.
tonight.
I better get on that grind. I'm
What's your light at?
12:30.
Ah, you're fine.
You're fine.
You're good. We're live.
It'll just be like contest mode is enabled.
Yeah, contest mode. Well, only for the
Oh,
last one. We'll
Yeah.
even be at light for the first one.
Yeah, I mean, if
Hell
you-
yeah. Yeah, we'll get you through.
we'll
no
get you
doubt.
through. That way you can, if you're not going to buy a jacket, you can at least say you did the raid week 1.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
So, awesome, man. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate you as always.
Make the comment section.
Yes, sir. Till next time. Peace.
All right, everyone. We'll catch you later on tonight, probably.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ta-da.
Cool. And awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a blast having him.
Yeah,
He just
love
knows
Afro
so
Bob.
much. Like even we just throw him on the spot with like questions from Duke, and Duke's just like, "Yeah, what's up with the raid boss?" And he just has like the perfect answer. He's like, "Well, if you caught that little like question, they're like, prepare the body."
That
He's
little,
just like,
that little thing at the
Yeah,
end
it's
of the
just like-
strike. Like we're like, someone,
I'm like, give me my fucking loot.
They're like the
And
champ.
I'm like freaking out the whole time. I'm like, wait, I got fucking arms again. Shit, I can't even like hear.
The
what they're
champions,
saying.
their champions are spawning, and Afro Bob's like, "Oh, did you just hear that?"
Did you hear that,
Thank
loot?
you. And we could probably turn the. I'm gonna turn the TV.
Oh,
back
thanks,
on.
Lana. I don't like pistachios, but thanks. Yeah, so always great. Make sure you guys follow him. He'll be dropping his links and stuff like that. Give him a sub, and if you guys are into that, he does a great series called Lore Bits where he deep dives into like different aspects of the game, whether it's a race or a character or a destination or something, and those are really really awesome.
Yeah, he's done some
he
good
put
ones.
Out he put out a bunch.
He's done some good ones on the distributary. I think it's called the distributary.
Dude, the Last Wish one was sweet. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Or it's just on the Dreaming City and all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make sure you guys go check
Give it up.
those out. Always a pleasure.
Go up, Lauren.
And let's keep it rolling.
Go hop up in your
We
chat.
got 13 in the chat. Everyone say what's up if you out here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We got Akon live on the stream. Alec Conway just joined the Rogue. Yep, Ace, that's Rogue. He just, my little broski, just joined the clan today.
Oh, did he? He
Yeah,
got
he
in?
did. He got in.
Oh, dope.
Yep. Little push from
Did you sponsor him?
little push from the man.
Did you sponsor him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
kind of. I don't know if I have to actually like officially sponsor him. I was just like, yo, little bro's gonna join live.
Sick.
Yeah. So he's in. Because
Don't fuck up.
don't
Alec.
yeah, that's what I said. Alec, don't ruin my name in such a good clan. All right.
What's up, Kendo? Cool.
What's up? We got Kendo in the
So,
building.
on to the next topic. We just did a extended topic 1 on lore. Afro Bob, our boy.
Yeah, now let's get right into what we were talking about. Is the Crypt, okay, ladies and gentlemen? The hot news, the hot takes,
Oh,
the
is that-
hot sauce.
You changed the subject, sorry?
I just called it the Crypt because Deep Stone Crypt didn't fit.
Okay.
I put them in. I told you I switched them.
Yeah, but mine aren't switched.
Yeah, I know. I didn't switch them on your notes. You got to just go down to 4 and come back up to 3.
Whatever. I know what I'm
We
talking
switched the
about.
topics. You know what I mean? We you know.
So, a big topic of discussion, the Deep Stone Crypt.
Brand new, came out on Saturday. A rather.
No, Lauren, you're good.
I guess a rather.
Topic 2.
Oh no. Oh yeah, dude. That's why I'm all messed up.
Yeah, you're
I was
messed up.
looking at this. No, Lauren. Yeah, topic 2. Yeah, that's why I was messed up. I'm reading Lauren's. I'm going off Lauren's thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Topic 2.
Wrathborn Hunts. Okay,
Hunts.
never mind. We're not doing the Crypt yet. All right, we'll be back in a second. Wrathborn Hunts. Those were dropped right before the raid last Tuesday. So they've been out for a week now.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Pretty happy with them. So in all essence, I'm sure most of you guys have done them by now, but you're basically going out and searching these. There's like these new like hives, like they almost look like mining, digging structures that like
Spires?
come out. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think of them as
kind of looks like a pumpkin stalk that's like decaying.
I think of them as like the underground like. I mean, it does look more like a pumpkin stalk. But when I see it, like the ground's all like up around them, so I feel like they're like burrowing like a drill or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like there's games where you're like in those things and you're like running underground. Like,
No.
did you ever play the mining game on Miniclip? Did you ever play Miniclip
I have
on
no idea what that
computers?
is.
Oh my god, my favorite gold. I think it was called Gold Digger. It was lit. Anyway, yeah. So they came out and basically you go there, plant the lure, kill like this little boss, and then he like right before he dies, he like disappears. And you have to follow the trail to find the mission start, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool little aspect. And
if
then,
you don't know how to upgrade your lure, there's a great video on Forno Gaming.
oh yeah, dude, full guide on the lures. If you guys don't know, we're not going to get into those details, but go watch the video. It's very quick, very well done by a very handsome man. And yeah, anyway, so but yeah, it was pretty cool how you like follow him to the mission start, and then the mission starts pretty quick. I liked it. There wasn't a lot of like wasted time. It's pretty straightforward to the point.
You just go in there and whoop ass.
Yep. And I also like that those trails change because I said like, oh, these trails are pretty cool the first couple times. I hope they're not the same because it'd be kind of lame if you just.
So there's 4 different ones, and then there's 2 different trails off of each one.
Is it only 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. There's more.
Okay.
So there's 2 ways it can go. Well, depending on which boss you have, it goes a
Yeah,
different
there's
way.
4 different bosses,
But then
and there's 2
different
different trails, and then I guess those branch off into 2 different trails as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's lit. So lots of trails. So you can't just like hop on your Sparrow after you've done it once and like go to the spot. You know what I mean? Like you kind of got to know which, because it's going to take you to a random one. So you do actually have to like follow the trail a little bit, which is pretty sweet.
And they're like in the same vicinity.
Big fan. Yeah. It's not like the like hardest, most like, but it's cool. I like it. I like that they took the time to like put in a couple different paths.
And I like that they're just quick. Like Menagerie was fun, but it was almost like there was too many steps in Menagerie to get to the final boss to get your loot.
Menagerie.
Yeah, I mean I like it too, but if you were in a group that like didn't know what they were doing, like you had to do a bunch of them to get the Shadow Seal right there at the end of last season. You had to do like 70 of them, and you were like, "Oh my god, this is so brutal!" Like,
well, I wouldn't, but I didn't play like the main season. I would have had those done easy.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
would have actually played. Like,
that's true.
Season.
But what I'm saying is like these are just quick. Like you get in, you get there, you have to kill that little boss that drops the thing, and then you can take the shield down. And as soon as the shield goes down, I'm hitting a super, 2 anarchies, boom, done, it's over. Then I get my loot, and then I can reset.
And then you get to pick what you want, which is pretty cool. Well, for the most part,
you get to pick between
so,
4
you
different
get to
things.
pick between
So you
4.
get to pick between any of the 3 weapons, which are all super dope.
I haven't used any of them.
Yeah, they're all really sick, and you should start using them in your like everyday activities because there's triumphs for the seasonal
Kill super
title.
weapons.
Yeah, with the SMG, the linear fusion rifle, and the grenade launcher, and they're all super dope. All the guns are super dope.
And then the armor, pretty sweet looking.
Yeah,
Average.
yeah.
Not as cool as some of the other armor.
Don't really care about the armor.
Not as cool as some of the other.
Dude, the
armor
Warlock armor. We'll get into that when we talk about the lore, or when we talk about the raid, because the Warlock armor was whack.
On the Warlock on the raid.
Yeah.
You're high as balls.
Dude,
it's balling.
I got the chest and the arms.
It's the sickest chest I've ever seen.
Yeah, but your pants, it looks like where are your legs? Like it literally looks like you skipped leg day repeatedly when you wear the Warlock armor. Like your chest is like huge and arms are like ripped, and then your legs like.
Day.
All right.
I'm out here slinging them. Like,
literally looks like you skipped leg day.
Good. Fuck them.
Okay.
What are you wearing? Like the skinny? You probably got like the skinny pants on or something.
I don't know what I got on, but when I put on the armor,
you probably got like tights on or something. You gotta change your pants.
I put on the armor and my legs look scrawny as hell.
You probably got like some black like Zumba like
leggings.
You got
yoga
like,
pants,
some jeggings on like.
It's whack.
Nah, I love the armor. But anyway, we'll get into that. What do you guys think? I guess SBD will take anyone now, Tim said. Classic. Yeah, what do you guys think? You guys liking the Wrathborn hunt so far? I thought it was cool. And I also like once you guys upgrade, which you'll see in the guide if you go watch that, you can get 4 powerful. So if it was
and
nice.
Pinnacle.
And you get to kind of pick them, right? Like from the 4 items. So if you need the heavy, pull the linear. Like if you So it was really nice in that regard to be able to pull.
The linear's sick too.
To pull
They're all sick. All the guns are sick, dude.
That you wanted. So make sure that you guys aren't just like blowing them if you like on stuff you don't need for that powerful if you're not at the soft.
Yeah, if you don't need like a certain thing, then just pick the one that gives you more recon data or pick the one that gives you more mods.
And that'll reset it. And then you can pull the powerful when you need something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge
but after you do 5, then you get your pinnacle. So just don't go pick up your pinnacle like when you go to see the crow. Like
until you're 1050.
Until you're 1050, yeah. Then pull pinnacle.
Which you should be by now.
Well, some people aren't.
Well, if you're not, get on it.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. The Crypt. So yeah, the raid.
The raid.
The raid came out. I mean, I guess in most regards, it's probably one of the easier raids we've had.
She misses a week and just forgets what she's doing.
She's actually killing it. I saw her adjusting Afrobob's audio like mid-go. I was very impressed.
Yeah, I was thinking it too.
Anyway, yeah, you're welcome.
Raid came out.
Raid came out. One of the easier ones, I guess, based off of like times and the number of completions. First console clears ever on day one in like years.
Since Scourge of the Past.
It like they beat it in like 6 hours. I think Garden took like 12-ish. I know Last Wish took like this is the
Last Wish almost took a full 24 hours.
Yeah, and like this is a full raid, not a layer.
Yeah.
So like you got to think like people beat it in 6 hours. Pretty
6.5 was the first.
Yeah,
clear.
pretty easy. Like in like comparatively to the other ones.
Yeah.
We got crushed.
Yeah.
We got through the first encounter. I wouldn't say the fastest, but like 3 or 4 hours. And kind of gives you a good idea. And then the second encounter.
And so hold on, before we skip to the second encounter, we did the raid challenge for the first encounter the way that we did the first encounter. So we literally did it the hardest possible way.
What do you mean?
Like when I went to my triumphs and went to like.
Oh yeah, we did.
We did the challenge.
We did the challenge.
So we did the challenge mode during the challenge mode on the first encounter.
Yeah, I know.
Like
pretty impressive.
I mean, I guess.
Not
but
to toot my own
that's
horn.
why it took 4 hours. Like we were literally like.
Well, what were we supposed to do though? I would still do it like that. I don't know what we were supposed to do it any differently.
Yeah, I don't know. So
I'm still gonna do it like that.
We did the challenge
every time.
I
don't even know how to do it like normal. I just do challenge.
So when I went back and checked my triumphs literally yesterday, I was like, holy shit! Like we did the triumph. We did the triumph for the challenge mode for the first encounter. So that's why it probably took us 4 hours instead of like.
But the only thing was to only use 2 terminals. So what are you supposed to use that bottom terminal for?
I don't know. Whatever. We'll talk about that when we do our guide.
Oh wait, we did use that terminal.
Yeah.
So what terminal did we not use?
The dark side terminal.
I never put anything in.
No, we just used light and down.
Beast mode. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we got that done in like 4 hours, and then we played the second encounter for 11 straight.
Yeah. 11 hours.
5 hours, 6 hours.
From
on
7
first
to
encounter?
6:30.
Yeah, whatever. 1 to 6 was first encounter.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you had the jump puzzle and like the first part. Yeah, so about 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, about 11 hours on the second encounter, and
11 hours.
Very brutal. We got to final stand, which is like no one like that's the easiest part. I mean, I guess not, but like the hard part is like getting the encounter down, and we had the encounter pretty much unlocked.
Dude, I was flying through it like.
We got to final stand. I know every single spawn now. Like when I went through and did it without contest mode, I was getting like 150 kills, and I was just like, everyone just stand in the back of the room. I'll do the entire space room by myself. You just literally wither horde.
Yeah.
Wither horde is a beast, guys, if you haven't used it yet. By the way, our raid guides are coming out, so stay tuned for those. Tomorrow. I'm
going to start working on
one.
One
will probably come out tonight. I think I'm going to drop one tonight. All those are coming. We wanted to take our time. We're going to try and run it a couple more times to make sure we know everything.
Yeah, I want to get
some people drop some early raid guides, and just after watching them through a couple times, I already know info in there is wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put any names out there.
Your raid guide's wrong.
So anyway, yeah, hold up for our good raid guides. We want to make sure that all the info is correct. We're going to run through each thing so we kind of have whatever. So if you guys need extra help, our raid guides are going to do 100%. Gang. Scanner.
Where's the scanner?
You guys know about scanners. It ain't no joke.
But yeah, so the second encounter, we got to the final part.
Scanner the Cyclops.
Yeah, we got to the final stand a bunch of times, and we just weren't like getting there fast enough. Last night when we did it,
sorry, love my toes.
Last night when we did it,
my feet are cold.
We were like when we would all go up to the top, we were killing 2 of the like bosses, and it was done. Like we weren't even having to search for a 3. And we were doing contest mode. We were like killing.
We
3.
almost one-faced it from like with one boss when I did mine.
Yeah.
Well, in contest mode, we had to kill 3.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Like that's one of the things I want to make sure that we're clear on when we make our guide. If anyone in chat knows what determines how long that lasts, because on like other people were saying that they got to like 4 bosses, and
it's your DPS.
We only got to 3. Is it time based? Like okay, once it starts, you have like a minute to get as many as you can, or like you have 45 seconds, or is it like I thought it like in Cactus's video he says it's 4 bosses total, like that's what you have.
Yeah, we killed 2 last night.
We had 2 or 3. Well, I mean like before it wipes you.
Yeah.
But we were getting wiped on 3 on all of ours.
Yeah.
We never got to a 4th on our contest mode.
Correct.
attempts.
Yeah.
And then it's also like, is the strategy, like if it's time based, do you just start ripping them or do you wait for the whole group? Because then I feel like you're wasting more time because you know what I mean? Like I think you have to wait for the
Duke's
whole
saying
group.
it's 1-1 and then 2 pop up on the third round.
Really?
We'll have to look into it. We're going to do
I'll
it
have
tonight.
to look into that.
Yeah, we're going to do
That's
it
what I'm
tonight.
saying. We're not making guides until we have every single answer for you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. So, and then moving on. Oh, look, nice Monate socks. Those are dope. Yeah, and then moving on, you want me to put them on?
Yes, I want to see your toes on camera.
Guys, I'm in the middle of talking about my life in the raid, and we're worried about socks?
Okay, so the third encounter was pretty straightforward. You learn a whole new thing. And then the final boss encounter, we did the challenge last night, too, when we did the final boss encounter.
What's the challenge for that one?
I don't know. We just randomly did it.
You don't even know? You didn't read what it was?
Nope.
Okay.
I pressed accept and was like, oh, I'm with it.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. I thought the second encounter is definitely the hardest, and it felt the most, like, technical. I kind of was, I don't want to say, like, disappointed. I've only ran it once. Like, I thought the raid was good, and I liked, like, the concept of it. The space jump puzzle was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Also very easy, though. Like, it felt like it was kind of just a standard walk.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't, like, boops. There wasn't, like, elevators. There weren't, like, vines, like, opening and closing or shit shooting you off the wall like in Garden.
Yeah.
There weren't, like tracking ships disappearing and stuff that you really had to worry about. So not really much of a jump puzzle, more just like a cool like little space.
I thought it was cool. And there was like 0 gravity. Like the gravity was less. So I was like,
The gravity was not less.
are you sure?
I'm positive. I think that was a placebo effect.
Okay.
Because we were bitching about it in ours. We're like, why did they not make the gravity less? Like, how dope would it have been a jumping puzzle with like 50% gravity? And you're
I
like,
felt like I was floating for a longer time.
no, you just don't play Warlock.
I don't know. I'm a beast at Warlock now.
Anyway.
Let me just tell you, after that challenge mode, dude, I didn't even realize that you could throw grenades on the ground and heal yourself until...
All charge pairs within 5 seconds of each other. So what? They all have to drop at the same time?
Yeah.
No. Were you guys using Izzy or something?
No. Xeno.
You were Xenoing it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or Zealous Reward. Which, by the way, guys, if you don't know, Zealous Reward is one of the best fusion rifles in the game for PvE activities. Just saying.
Oh, I'm fucking done with you. We were using snipers in Anarchy, 140s.
Xenos and Zealous Reward.
You can't use both at the same time. Okay. We're gonna be working on speed runs as well. They're coming up soon. I bet you can probably one phase that with a little more light. Probably one phase the boss.
We were getting, like, on some of our damage phases last night, we were getting over half.
Yeah, you probably one phase it. A little more light.
Yeah.
Because
And
it's 150, so we're only like 10 over.
Yeah.
It'll stack up to like 25 over, I think.
I'm
So
not
at
sure.
25 over, like when you're at like 1280.
Yeah, but then you want to have ammo for the final stand.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I primaried down. I didn't have any ammo for the final stand, and I primaried him. We had like 6 teleports. Like I don't even know.
He
if
teleports 4 times.
we had 6.
I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't know. We gotta
Yeah.
get the questions down. I think you have to like just do enough to like break him so he teleports again or something. I don't know. But yeah, pretty cool raid
Team Redeem
overall.
is one phased it with double shotgun and grenade launcher.
One phased it, double shotgun and grenade launcher. Double shotgun. What? They're like they just run like all special.
Yeah.
It's like special
Better
finishers.
could just.
Sounds so extra. Just like, guys, we're just gonna run double shotties and a grenade launcher.
It almost sounds as whack as using dub pulse rifles.
What is that? Anarchy dub shotties?
The timer's going on forever.
Fuck that timer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I thought it was a good raid. Was it the best raid we've ever seen? I don't know.
I think it's good. I like the technical aspects. I felt like
It's very technical. It's very like.
I thought the first
a lot
two
of
were technical.
communication.
I didn't think that the last 2 were technical.
Okay, I disagree.
I felt like the last two were
I thought
kind
the
of.
boss fight was very technical.
I thought it was kind of just thrown together and like there was a lot of room for error.
I don't think there's a lot of room for error at all.
Okay.
Because if you deposit, like, if you stun the boss too fast, then the buffs switch.
It just felt
And then,
like
whoever's.
yeah, but then you have like plenty of time to switch. Like there were plenty of times where we like forgot to switch it and we just switched it later. Like the second encounter, if you don't switch the scanner within 5 seconds of like killing your boss, you're done. Like
Yeah.
it's very like you need to get if someone dies, you're done. If
You have like 10 seconds.
If you lose the buff, you're done. Like
Yeah.
so many ways for that like fight.
That's
to
definitely
just
one of the
cripple.
hardest raid encounters maybe of all time.
I mean, it's very like precise.
Yeah.
Not any room for error on that one.
That
But the
might
last
be,
one, it was like
honestly,
you can die. Like
I know
whatever.
we did that encounter for like 11 hours, but that might be one of my most favorite raid encounters of all time. Up there with Shirochi.
It is pretty lit.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Up there with Shirochi, right next to Shiro.
Ooh, the chi.
Mm.
Shirochi is lit too.
Yeah. Also another encounter that I've been stuck on.
Riven's actually super dope too.
Yeah, Riven is dope.
Like legit.
I like the boss fight too, though. I really like the boss fight in the new raid. The encounter prior to the boss fight.
Also, just kind of a cakewalk.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy. Like we didn't really know, like we knew what we were doing, but we did it like on our first or second try, and like felt really like because we were just like, all right, let's just do it, and then like we ended up just doing it. We were like, oh shit, we just did
not
it.
much to it. To be
Yeah.
honest. It's more
So,
just like swapping.
If
your
we
moves.
knew what we were actually doing, which we do now, but like whatever.
Or if someone forgets to stun the boss. Yeah, but like.
Okay, he's talking about me because I forgot to stun the boss.
Well, that's pretty fucking bad.
We were like about to go.
The stun person, all they have to do is stun. Like that's it. They don't kill anything. Just stun, stun, stun. That's
Yeah, well,
it.
Spider was stunning the entire time. Like our buff didn't have to switch, and then like on that final like damage
had to
phase, like
swap it.
we had to swap it, and
We
I
were
picked
like,
it up, and I was like running with the person who was running the charge back, and they were like, "We need to stun, we need to stun." And I was like, in my mind, I was like, "God, Spider's fucking up," and everyone was like, "Dutch, you're stunned." And I was like, "Oh man."
Ah man, yeah. What the fuck? When you start yelling, what the fuck, Spider? Like it's fucking.
In my
you.
mind, I was like, at least it's not me fucking up.
That's funny. as
It was me.
Epic.
Eh.
Dope. Cool. Moving on. The contest mode, we talked about this a little. Wait, is that on there?
We haven't talked about the contest mode yet.
Oh, did I not even put that in? Can't read.
What's the next topic, Lauren? Say.
More to come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think. I think I messed up all these topics, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, we're gonna.
So we're gonna go back.
We're gonna talk about contest mode for a
real quick.
second.
Don't start the timer, Lauren, until.
And
we're
we
done.
thought we just wanted to touch on the fact that like like I said, we did the second encounter for 11 hours with a solid squad.
Yeah.
And we had it down, and just like it's so difficult with the contest mode. Yet I went in with a random group of people that like don't play together, and we beat it in like 45 minutes
After contest mode was disabled.
contest mode. And then we beat every encounter after that in 45 minutes each.
Yeah.
Like including the time it took to like read on Reddit, like to learn it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very easy. This like content in general, it's pretty easy. Like if you're like a decent player that plays the game a lot and has a firm understanding of how mechanics work. And the contest mode really stretches that and adds that whole new level of challenge for high-end play.
Yeah.
And we were saying, man, like I kind of wish like the contest mode wasn't lifted and you could just like
Heroic.
go out. Like it feels so much better when you beat that shit when you've been grinding it and it's like actually difficult. Where you're like, yeah, like I was still charged
but
up
also,
to beat the second encounter
like now
the next
that
day. But
now that
like,
we know how to do all the encounters, I feel like we could go back in during a contest mode like scenario and have success.
well, I
Like,
mean, we knew the encounter for sure, like,
Yeah.
like day two. But
well, it was also 6 a.m.
But
and
we were
everyone was
saying,
tired,
why
but-
isn't there a modifier option to turn on the contest mode or turn on a heroic mode that is essentially contest
like
mode?
Destiny 1 had heroic modes,
and then
prestige,
get like more rewards, double rewards, adept weapon, ornaments, something like that.
ornaments.
Like, because that stuff is obviously still insanely difficult, even if you know the content, like even if you know it. So I think that's definitely like, and they already have it built into the game. So just add it as like a permanent
Yeah,
option.
Afro Bob said Grandmaster raids. Like
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Like I think that's
Limited
a huge
revives.
option.
Well, we already have
and
that,
it's
but-
so much fun to like actually as like a more hardcore like player base to have those options to go and play that stuff.
Yeah.
And it makes it, good for the casual players and then good for the hardcore players.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't know
now,
why,
'cause now that
I
we've
can
done
just
it,
blow through the raid.
now
like,
that we've done it, we're just going to be practicing speed runs,
yeah, but like
which is
you know,
fun. I like doing speed runs.
Not bad.
That's fun. And low mans.
But it does keep the like difficulty of the game.
People are trying to
up there
figure
for
out how
higher-
to
higher-
low man. Apparently, they've already 3-manned the final boss.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know if that's confirmed or not. I read it on Reddit.
I'm
But
sure.
I don't know if it was.
Seems low manable. All you need is one. You just do one bomb at a time. You'd shoot one off and then shoot the other one off and then go.
I don't know.
Yeah, sounds about right. We'll be on it. It'll be on our YouTube by next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just wanted to touch on that.
You can't run spoils at war at the end, Nintendo, because there's no champions.
There's no champions. But you can do that in the third and first encounter.
Yeah.
which is huge.
Yeah.
You'll see it in our raid guides.
Yeah.
Be sure to watch. Yeah, so just wanted to touch on that. Big fan of the contest mode, even though we didn't have as much success as we would have wanted to. But still just a blast and definitely fun.
And that was our
to-
first like legit try at a contest mode.
Yeah,
like,
we've never played the raid on day one.
I have before during Crown, but like my whole team was not high enough level to like
Be at the cap.
be at the cap
We're
anyway.
still like 30 under.
Yeah. So that was like the first like real shot.
Yeah.
Um
And congrats to all of our homies in the clan that crushed it.
yeah.
I know we had a couple teams beat it. 2, I think, full SBD teams and 2 teams that were like half SBD players. But yeah, they crushed it. I
Yeah.
think Jonesy's team was like 86 overall in the world, or 87. And I know a bunch of other people. I know one of our full console team got through like 17 hours in or something. Like,
It was like late.
yeah, it
was
was right
really-
before we quit on the second encounter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude, had we
big
gotten
shout
through
outs.
that second encounter, I think
it would have been a cakewalk to the final boss.
Yeah.
And we at least would have been on the final boss. But like I said, we got stuck, and is what it is.
there was a lot of teams that got stuck on that encounter.
I know,
though. Like,
literally like everybody.
yeah, everybody. Because I was like watching.
That's where
people,
Glad got stuck.
like I was following people on Instagram who were like, "We're gonna do it," like good players that I follow on Instagram, and a lot of them gave up on after the second encounter.
Well, shout out to some of our homies. I know Mr. Dominius, his team did it.
Yeah.
And so did
Evolved Jedi.
Evolved Jedi. So shout out to them as well.
Yeah,
And
and shout out to our raid team too. Like everyone did a good job. Like it was definitely hard. It was frustrating at times, but you know we got a good squad, and
Yeah. I mean, like, we had the encounter down. It was just like the one run where and we got fucked. Like, one of the encounters, the 2 bosses stacked on each other.
yeah,
And we had to, the one that was glowing was standing on the other one.
Yeah.
So when we sorted the one that was glowing,
It
we
killed
hit
the other one.
you attacked the other one too. So, like, on spin to win. So, like, completely fucked on that.
yeah.
So, just so you know, unlucky on some of them. And, I mean, people are dying up there. All those bosses are shooting at you when you're 20 under light. Like, it's hard to stay alive too.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, very cool. Moving on, more to come. This is kind of a quick touch on, but super dope. I said Dutch, so you were playing last night.
Yeah,
and-
so last night after we did the raid with the homies, I went to Europa to get my darkness step 4 so I can get my next whatchamacallit for the hunter, which is actually really dope. When I dodge now, it slows nearby enemies. So that's going to be super sick in Crucible. Just going to make the hunter even better, which fuck you, Nintendo. I'm just kidding. I love you, Nintendo, but seriously, hunters, you know they're the best.
honestly wish we had 6 warlocks in the raid yesterday. We probably would have beat it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Okay.
But so I was walking around and I noticed on the map there was like this yellow thing in the like up by the Riss Reborn like area before you go up the chute. And it looked like there was like a meteor shower, and I was like, what the like literally on the destination, and I was like, what is that? So I like went up there, and there was a scanner vandal running around, and I killed the scanner vandal. He dropped the scanner buff from the raid, like the raid buff, and I couldn't pick it up. And it was just sitting there, and it said I needed something. It was like, you lack, I don't know. I was missing, like, for some reason I couldn't pick it up. Like, I don't know if there's a quest that
Yeah.
so it seems like, and then I sent you a picture today of a lost sector that
Yeah.
had little panels that the
They have the
operator,
control, yeah, the
like the
operator
operator
control
boxes. Yeah. So it seemed like maybe we didn't notice those before, and now that we've done the raid, like
Now you notice.
now
them.
you
Yeah,
notice
yeah.
them.
Now
so
you know what they are.
it seems like there's something, and I killed
Those
this.
mechanics
I
are gonna
killed
be
the
in the
scanner
world.
vandal outside of a lost sector, so I don't know if there's going to be like.
Almost, it almost sounds like. Well, obviously, like, they're putting the raid mechanics into the open world, which is sick.
Yeah.
Lots of like hidden stuff, but it almost sounds like a. And remember those panels? Sorry, I'm like getting all sidetracked. Remember those things I was like turning on, and I was like getting buffed, and I was like these like
Yeah.
little like module computer things that I
Yeah.
was talking to, and I was like running around trying to figure that out, and I didn't do it. Like that could be a part of it, but it sounds like
A dungeon
no,
or an exotic.
no.
like,
What's that?
quest?
What's the thing that just went away that you wear the emblem for?
Oh, Niobe Labs.
Yeah, so like not I mean, there's nothing to prove that we're gonna have a huge like thing like Niobe Labs yet, but that kind of style where it's like puzzle based and you have to like get your scanner here and then go somewhere else in Europa and like do that and then get that like the operator buff and then go to this lost sector and do that, like almost like this puzzle based thing that could turn out to be really, really cool. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's something really involved like that. I'd
Yeah,
like to
Ace
see it.
Ace is saying you have to buy an item from Varix to pick it up. It's a consumable, that cost 50.
So
hair
like,
always
almost like a
pieces.
tincture.
Yeah, and dude, let me tell you, a good way to get hair always pieces is by doing the raid for fucking 24 hours.
If you
I'll
run.
never need to do another.
Oh really? Did we get a bunch for that?
Dude, thousands.
For what?
Killing enemies with precision damage on Europa, killing enemies with
Oh, really?
stasis, like yeah,
I didn't even notice.
yeah.
I know I was getting like 10 from lost sectors too. Like if you need here always, every time I was turning into lost sector, like
So,
I
I don't-
farmed it twice.
I don't
and
know
got
if
10 each
anybody's
time.
like figured out what all that is yet. Like I don't know, like what do you do with the
But
scanner
there's
buff?
more to come.
Yeah.
Which we're excited for.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's super sick. It would be dope if like a dungeon, like someone figures out whatever this puzzle is, and then a dungeon opens up, or like
Okay, that would be huge and would push this. It would push the current season to another level.
Yeah.
The level of expectation that we've come to
yeah,
want.
yeah,
And it's pushing good so far. I'm liking it.
yeah. It seems like the world is
We're gonna
changing.
get to
like,
that,
slowly.
but we're gonna get to that. But
Yeah,
moving on. All right, the new exotic sword dropped. We must confess we haven't touched it. We've been busy in a raid.
yeah.
I think if you've had time to go do that, your priorities aren't focused. Unless you've already beaten the raid, then you can go do that. But
Yeah, and I'm gonna work on that tonight. I think I'm gonna do the raid and then work on that, and then tomorrow I'm gonna
yeah,
start.
we also want to get these guides out ASAP to help people get dropped. So we're working on that too.
Yeah,
So yeah, we haven't done the sword yet, but
sword's not really my top priority right
we
now.
know what it is, and I know Ghost already got it. A bunch of people got it. I don't think the quest is too long. It's like an hour or two.
Yeah,
And it's a beast apparently. It's a brand new DPS.
breaks barrier shields.
DPS meta.
I've seen people
apparently.
use it where they like jump in the air and block, and then like swing, and they're just like doing this like ridiculous.
I don't know. I
like,
haven't
animation.
like seen too much.
It's
on
got
it,
like a jet thruster on it.
but I saw
So
like
when you swing it, like the jet thruster's like, and it's like
I wonder like new skating techniques with it.
Yeah.
It's like the new World 9-0.
skating for sure.
But no, so I saw already on Reddit that the DPS is just nutty on it, especially
On
for
the
like
second encounter in the
for
raid?
like burst for A-tracks where you only have like a couple seconds. We're doing like 4 or 5.
And that would
light
make
hits and
sense
then a
why
heavy.
they like nerfed the damage of falling guillotine just a little bit because like,
They had to bring
they
something,
had to bring
like,
something
yeah.
like an exotic. Like, oh, why are people using this legendary
over an exotic.
Over an exotic.
Why does it do more damage? Yeah, exactly. But to think that something can do more damage, like the guillotine is still top meta
DPS king.
crusher.
If
Like
you
it's like we weren't even popping overloads on some of the bosses in the 20 light under, and I'm still just sorting an overload down without like
Yeah.
disrupting it.
Yeah.
Just crushing it with a sword. So still monster. And I was actually pumped to see how much the sword was used in the raid.
Yeah.
People were using it every single encounter.
Well, we knew it was going to be used.
Yeah, well, you never know. Depending on the encounters, like it depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, super cool. So, yeah, just want to talk about that. If you guys have it, Alex said it's amazing.
Bob saying Eclipse Zone, Exo challenges, heroic patrols have added as well as some quests since raid was finished. Yeah, I mean I haven't even been able to like.
Haven't done anything. We're
Yeah.
literally in the raid. And tonight, guys, if anyone wants to do the raid, we're gonna do it at least twice. So I guess I'm gonna try and help some other people through too. So if anyone, especially, we'll start with the homies that show up for the chat. If you show up for the show, we got your back.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to do it, let us know. And we
I
can
think
try.
Ace and Duke are down to do another run.
I'm going to run it a ton of times. So ideally, we would have 4 people who know what they're doing and then 2 new people, and that would be the best way to kind of just
I'm
roll
down,
through
dude.
'em.
I'll run it multiple
I'll run
times.
it literally a bunch of times tonight because I want to get at least my other 2 characters done.
Oh, and I
then-
can show you how to get the exotic sparrow in the first chest too.
Yeah, and I'd like to just get some more practice in because we're going to be going for speed runs, low mans, etc. Skybanners first. You already got it, Ace. What are you talking about? Ace is like Skybanners. You already did it. You crazy man. But yeah, so I'm going to do it at least twice tonight, if not 3 or 4 times. So be online. Next topic, Lauren. Stasis patch. So this is it's kind of been brushed under the rug already because
What?
we've had a lot of
The stasis patch?
Yep, a lot of new content, but they did patch stasis right before the raid, and it definitely made a big difference.
Yeah.
The Warlock Super now sucks.
So they saved the day. So
it's
first
unusable.
of all, it's not unusable. First of all, we got to give props, Lana. You got to be careful.
You're gonna trip over that.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Go sit over there. You're gonna trip over a cord. Got to give. Get out of here.
We're gonna make Lana got an Xbox today.
Yeah, she did. Gotta give props to Bungie for how fast they patched the broken supers and have also fixed
Huge.
a lot of other bugs in the game.
Huge.
Before, shit like this would have taken them maybe
3
2
seasons.
Okay.
It took. How long did it take them from when I masked? 2 seasons.
Okay, well, that wasn't patching something that was broken.
It wasn't broken?
That was pulling something in line that was slightly overpowered.
Well, they pulled back the slightly overpowered Warlock Super.
Well, it was way overpowered because it was
Not as overpowered as fucking One-Eyed Mask
that's bullshit
was.
because people were one-phasing.
I'm
People were
fucking
cheesing
done with
Riven.
you. I'm not talking about the broken buffness of
That's
it.
what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about they pulled back like the range of the melee.
Needed
the
to be pulled
speed
back.
of the melee. Not as broken as One-Eyed Mask.
Okay, but if they had the powers to tune One-Eyed Mask,
well,
like
that's what I'm saying. They didn't do One-Eyed Mask for fucking 2 seasons.
because that's why they switched to a new engine.
6 months.
That's why they switched to a new engine.
6 months. We never forget.
Okay, I mean I've gotten past it because I don't really.
I haven't
shit.
gotten past it.
Why do you think I ran a Titan for that 6 month period?
Fuck a Titan. Go eat some crab.
But anyway, so yeah, big fan of like their ability to patch stuff on the fly. I know that Thad was having some issues, like finishing one of his Darkness quests, and then literally like an hour later, either Thad was doing it wrong or Alec was like, "Oh yeah, I can do like my Darkness quest now." And it was literally like an hour, and they didn't even say anything. Like all of a sudden, you were just able to do it again.
Yeah, lit.
Yeah. So the fact that they're able to just like fix stuff on the fly, I think it's pretty dope.
30-meter melee makes sense. Okay, first of all, it's not a 30 meters. Second of
It
all,
was 20 meters and is now 16.
you're right. 20, it doesn't make sense. How about a Dune Marchers, which is 20 fucking meters to anything? No,
Dune Marchers
no
definitely.
reduction, no time to get there, no travel time, just instant 20-meter spread of death.
Did you record that?
Are you shitting me?
We were playing something the other
Go,
night.
are you? Ah!
I got killed by something.
Are
and
you
were like
kidding
across
me?
the map and got Dune marched.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I have to slowly throw it. I have to hit with it. It has to like actually hit you. No tracking or anything. You have Dune Marchers, which a lightning spread all the way over. Max, like anywhere. Instant hit. 20 meters. Don't even start with me.
Okay.
Don't even start. How is that not patched?
Lana, you better be careful.
I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Moving on.
Are you done yet?
No, dude. Like I hate. Like yeah. Like let's talk shit on the Warlock because we don't like Warlocks. But
I
like,
think Bungie loves Warlocks.
They clearly do
Historically,
not.
Warlocks
They
are
do
always
not.
the most over. Why do you think people are running 6 Warlocks
because
on raid
we have
day?
Wells. That's it.
Okay.
Well, we have one thing.
Maybe they should nerf Wells.
One thing. They did.
No, they
Remember?
didn't. No.
Yeah, they did. Lunafaction boots.
Okay, they nerfed
Nerfed.
Lunafaction, but
Nerfed.
it's not the well.
Nerfed.
Maybe they need to make all the other classes stronger in
No.
PvE then.
No. You guys just don't like. We have one thing for literally one thing, and it's not even like. And it's for you. We just have to use our super. You still get to pop all your dope DPS stuff and be like, look at my DPS with my Celestial Nighthawk. Get my 25%
that.
buff on it. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Okay.
You got full of shit. How about you be grateful that I give you a well? That's it. Be grateful. Good Lord.
Whatever.
Tired of this shit.
I'm not stressing it.
Anyway, moving on. 2 weeks in. So, yeah, big fan of
Beyond Light so far?
Beyond Light.
So
far.
last
we were
week-
worried last week. We had some red flags.
Yeah, there were a lot of red flags last week.
Yep. And they addressed them quickly.
Yeah.
Still a couple red flags. Like they brought Witherhoard back too. Huge. Very big for
Yep.
the raid. 'cause-
Quick fix.
Yeah,
on with the
and,
horde.
and very lucky that we had it back for the raid because definitely made a huge difference. But yeah, I think
Has your mail
they-
arrived yet? Maphot's wondering if the seals are there. Where's your fucking seal?
it could be. It always falls, dude. You know why? Because I'm in here screaming.
I'll check
Can
my
you even
mail when
see
I get
these?
home.
Are these even? Oh yeah, there. Lauren, can you go check and see if we got a mail package? We have a 6 beers deep package arriving. Can you check on that for us?
Did it say
please?
that it's arrived, Mapbot, before she goes and checks?
It's good. She can check. Thanks, Lauren. Producer in the building.
Your timer's gonna run out.
That's
so-
fine. No, you'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, so, wait, what's the topic we're talking about?
2 weeks in. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
2
we
weeks
feel
in.
good about it. We had some red flags. They addressed a lot of them. The only thing that I guess my only red flag I think from what we talked about would be why is Trials not back if they were able to fix the super.
It'll be back on Friday.
Announce?
Yeah, they announced that. They said it would be returning the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but why didn't it come back last week?
Because the raid?
I don't give a fuck. Do you think those PvP players were in there doing day 1 raids? No,
I honestly
they
don't
weren't.
give a fuck about PvP players.
Okay, well that's not very nice. And I'm just saying, what was the problem with that? That got dropped because of
It's not a red flag. We'll be able to play trials this Friday.
It's also like, why? But why not? Why wasn't it there?
Whatever.
Say whatever. Say that to half your player base that doesn't do raids.
Not my problem.
Okay. Well, I'm a man of the people. There you go again with your selfish outlook on the game. That's the only thing I'm wondering about. I mean, I get that it'll be back next weekend, but
This weekend.
that's what I mean. The next one coming up.
This one that's coming up.
Then the next weekend that we have in our lives, which would be this weekend. Fucking hate you. Okay, we got 17 in the chat. What is up? But yeah, so no. Overall though, really good. Raid went off without a hitch, no bugs, thank God.
Yep.
And yeah, it's super cool. Big fan of it, pretty much so far. And
yeah, and
I
also
like to see, like we said, like just seeing the new things that we talked about earlier in the open world of Europa. Good signs of things to come.
Well, Lana, that's okay. We can charge it.
Okay. You can charge it.
Yeah.
I will give it to you and you can charge
Yeah, I'll charge your iPad for you.
There you go.
Thank you.
I want the TV instead. With my iPad instead there. I have to watch on TV.
Here.
Okay. Yeah, so lots of good stuff. What do you guys think so far? 2 weeks in.
Yeah, what do you want to watch?
Only 10 thumbs up. Yeah, MattBot knows. That's rookie numbers. Yeah, I'm a man of the people. Night Stalker. What kind of disrespect is this? Come on, baby. Yeah, tracking shows delivered, so might have a new seal.
Nice. That means mine's at home too.
Yep.
Yeah, so 2 weeks in, I mean, still the
Wrathborn hunts are cool.
Wrathborn hunts are cool. The weapons from Wrathborn hunts are super, super dope. What do you want?
Also new raid rocket launcher to chase.
Yep, new raid rocket
Couple
launcher.
people got that.
The exotic, and also
VOG
there's some
Shades
new
got it
weapons
in
that
my-
got
in my
dropped
run.
at Varix. So you can get, I think it's a sidearm and an auto rifle. You can now pick up quests for those, which I'm pretty excited for that. Overall, I still haven't been able to play. The harder level, the hunts.
Lost sectors.
Oh, I did the harder.
Hunts.
I did the hunts. Not the Wrathborn hunts, but the other ones. The one that we were upset
Empire
about.
hunts?
The Empire hunts. Yeah, I haven't done the harder Empire hunts yet.
Didn't even know those were out.
I don't know if they are, but they're in the system. It's kind of whack that the sabotages haven't unlocked more sabotages. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get some more sabotages because that would I want to progress through the game more. Like if there's more to play, I want to play it. You know. And I know they like to stagger shit and all that, so I'm cool with that. But I just want to play more. Like I've beaten all the.
Do we know
content.
when raid challenges are dropping? Pumped to do those.
People are already doing them.
No, the random one. Like, aren't there going to be a weekly set or no? Like a rotator one?
I assume there's one for the first encounter right now.
No, they normally don't drop.
They're in the triumphs if you look at the title.
Yeah, but they normally aren't like it's not active. Like there's not a modifier.
I don't know. I haven't checked. Yeah, but so I just want to play more. Like now that there's content
Sabotages are all out now.
right now.
There's more now. Yep, that's what people are saying in chat.
Dope. Yeah, I mean I haven't played since yesterday, and I did a raid and then went to bed. So Red Rover is the first encounter. Yeah, so I mean I'm ready to start. Like I want more
Red
content.
Rover? What?
That's one of the raid challenges.
Oh. Yeah, but there's like the stock challenge that you can always do, and then there's the random one.
Yeah.
That's on a weekly rotator for extra.
Yeah, we did the stock challenge.
for extra loot. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the extra loot ones. Probably start next week,
I don't know.
hopefully.
It could be out right now. We don't know.
I don't think
we have
so.
to check.
Nope, doubt it.
I'm gonna check right. As
I
soon
don't
as we
think
get
so.
in.
Yep,
Yeah, but no
No.
modifier, so I don't think they're out yet. Thanks, Ace, for confirmation.
it's literally what I said.
Yeah, well, I don't believe half the shit you say sometimes.
Okay, appreciate that. Moving on. Yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts? Hey, let's do 1 out of 10 real quick in the chat. Everybody drop 1 out of 10.
So last
How you
week-
liking Beyond Light so far?
Last week, personally, I would have said I was like at a 6.5 out of 10.
I would put myself at a solid 6.
Yeah, so I
Maybe a
think-
5.9.
I think now
Oh, yeah, Sloan.
We'll
do that during
my
Postmaster.
expectations has gone from a 6.5 to 8.5.
I like that.
8.5. It's
feel-
raised 2 levels.
I feel solid at like a 7.9, maybe an 8.1. I don't like round
And I
numbers.
think if the Prophecy Dungeon comes back, and that's another source for Pinnacle gear,
Oh, isn't that back now? They said 2 weeks, so that should come tomorrow, right?
it should come tomorrow. Well, it said sometime in December, maybe? First week of December?
9, 9, 9. Oh my God, 10, 7. Y'all are fucking ruthless through the roof. Okay.
Yeah, so dude, and then we're gonna start getting like the challenging hunts. Like those are gonna come out, and that's the
And then
challenging.
Grandmasters are back, and then trials. Lots to do. Lots to do.
Yeah, I'm ramping. I don't want to say I'm super hyped because then the expectation might drop. So I'm gonna keep level headed. 8.5. Maybe by next week we'll ask the same question. Maybe I'll be up at a 9.5.
But lots to do though. Like I'm not done. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, we still need to.
we have a
unlock-
lot to do. Like
we
I
a
have
lot
to do some missions. I got to do some trials. We got some more stuff to do.
A lot of content to play
Lots
through
of
right now.
raid, more stuff to play. Lots of videos to produce. Lots of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So charged up.
Yeah,
Dope.
really hyped.
All right, let's do the packages here, Mapbot. I'll open it during Postmaster.
And Alec, we know that we're getting another
it make
raid.
sense?
We're getting another raid this year. Vault
At
of
least
Glass
Vault of
confirmed.
Glass, at least.
At least, yeah.
And yeah, let's do some shared wisdom. You got some shared wisdom? for
Yep,
us?
I do have shared wisdom
All right,
today.
and drop your questions in the Postmaster. Go.
For those of you who are watching for the first time, we do a segment called Postmaster. That's where you get to ask questions to us, Destiny related or not. Rhetorical questions, not rhetorical. What does Zach always ask?
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical questions.
And they could be rhetorical too.
Yeah.
Rhetorical hypotheticals.
I'm not smart enough to comprehend that.
That's 'cause
so
it's rhetorical.
if anybody wants to ask questions, now's the time. Drop them. Like I said, personal or whatever. Shared wisdom. The second aspects are now available, which we already talked about. I don't know what the Warlock and the Titan ones do. I do know that the Hunter one slows nearby enemies when you dodge. So that's gonna be super sick. I was actually using stasis as a hunter. We had 1 Warlock, 1 Titan, and 4 Hunters last night when we did the final boss challenge. And 3 people were using Celestial Nighthawk, and I was like, well, our DPS is fine. So I was running stasis and like freezing those big yellow bar captains with the void shields, like just fucking them up. It was super sick. So I would like throw a grenade on one side, go pop my super on another side. What?
I just think if you're popping stasis in a raid, you're playing yourself.
Okay, well, it was for fun.
Okay.
We didn't need the DPS.
Glad you're having fun.
Yeah, I'd already beat it, so I was just having fun on my second clear. You know. Also, the Sparrow, the raid is glitched right now. So if you get on your Sparrow and pull it to the edge of the bubble, then you can hop back into the bubble and get your debuff, and then hop back onto the Sparrow. And when you hop back onto your Sparrow, you keep the debuff, so you can just drive around the tundra without taking the frozen, like the frostbite buff.
In the raid?
Yeah,
Wait, what did you say?
I'll show you tonight when we do it.
What did you do though? What did you just say? Say it again. If I didn't understand it, the people don't understand it.
Well,
Say it again.
So you stand in those bubbles where you're sheltered by the
Yep.
the cold.
Yep.
And then when you leave the bubble, you get frostbite.
Yep.
So you stand right outside the bubble and summon your Sparrow, where your Sparrow's like on the you could get
Half in?
Yeah, no, it's completely out, but like right on the edge. Then you go back in the bubble, and then you hop on your Sparrow from inside the bubble. And when you get back on your Sparrow, you're sheltered from the cold. So you can just drive around endlessly.
Pro tips.
Yeah, so if you want to get the Sparrow right now, get it before they patch it. Basically, you have to get all 6 pikes down to the final bubble. So what you do is you just hop on your Sparrow, you clear all the ads, get to the end, then you transmat back up, and then you take all 6 pikes down.
Or you just do it with a group and do it while you're doing the raid.
What?
You can just do it with
Yeah, that's what we did.
people.
Yeah, you can do it solo if you want to take an hour to get a Sparrow, but yeah, you just do it with your
Or
raid
just
team.
do it when you're in the raid.
Yeah, so we all went to the bottom, then we transmatted back up, and then we all took our 6 pikes down.
Yep, cool.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Raid Sparrow. Done.
Dunzo.
Yep.
Is
And I'll
it
show you.
guaranteed to get it?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
it's a triumph.
I thought it was like a.
No, you get all 6 Sparrows down to the
I
bottom.
thought it was like Scourge where you have to like it's like a chance.
Guaranteed.
Cool.
Yeah, it's tied to a triumph. So super sick.
Is it fast and cool or no? What are the perks?
I haven't even used it.
Okay.
I don't think it's better than the one I already have. Always on time.
Okay. So just dismantle it once you get it.
I don't know. It could be cool.
Okay.
I don't know. Sparrows are pretty cool. Also, I haven't used it yet, but Cap brought this idea into my head. I was playing something with somebody, and I think it was a strike, and someone was using Outbreak Perfected. And I was thinking that might be, and I'm going to do testing on it. That might be one of the best pulse rifles to use for anti-barrier.
Yeah, because now you can put those mods. They're on your armor now, so you can use exotics.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that Outbreak might be the new anti-barrier of choice because you can create SIVA clusters, which might actually.
My only thing is like, are you gonna really use an exotic there
I've been using No Time to
instead of
Explain.
anarchy or instead of? You've been using what?
No Time to Explain.
Why? But I'm saying you're taking that over like anarchy or like.
Because I've been using a sword.
Yeah, I guess
You break the shields, you run up with the sword and
makes sense.
smack them down.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. But
Definitely good thoughts though.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because No Time to Explain is actually really sick because if you get crits, it reloads the weapon and gives you that little, like...
Oh, well, now
whatever.
he's saying Lament. You just use the new sword. Because it'll
Maybe.
it'll
Maybe I will or maybe I won't.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're breaking barriers anyway and you're going to go sword it, you might as well just put that sword on and gang more damage. More
Maybe.
Anti-barrier.
That's why we need testing.
Testing is coming.
Yeah, so if you want to test, make sure you go to the menagerie and test out your weapons on those
Tribute Hall.
tribute hall. Yeah,
Yeah, it's super dope.
yeah.
Yeah. Are we getting a new Tribute Hall or what?
I doubt it.
We should. Why would they, like, did they think that was a bad idea? People love the Tribute Hall.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now there's nowhere for me to get fucking ammo.
Well, you just get ammo whenever you join an activity now. Starts you out with full ammo.
Every time?
Yeah,
Didn't even notice that.
yeah.
Love that. Dope.
But there's still no place to test. But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, Lament is dope. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
but-
sure it is, but I don't know.
Beats
Looks kind of
spinning.
heavy. I don't want to slow my Guardian down.
Well, I was kind of thinking though that like it's kind of whack. Isn't the like style of it is like identical to Spin to Win, right? Like the
Just
it's like it looks like a skinned and ornamented fallen guillotine, right? Like the actual like picture of it. You know what I mean? Like the model, the 3D model.
yeah, but also think about this. Like, are you
Like
going
they
to be?
couldn't do a new.
You're
fucking-
not going to be using Lament in a Grandmaster Nightfall. Like, you're just not. If you think you're going to be using that in a Grandmaster
No, you're gonna
Nightfall,
use
you're
Izanagi.
fooling
You're
yourself.
gonna use Izanagi
Okay.
until you are.
I mean, I just don't think you are. Like, you're not going to be able to get that close to a anti-barrier champion with a sword. You can't do it now. You're not going to be able to do it a couple months from now.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Lament is not going to.
I agree.
You're
But
not
for
gonna-
literally everything else except for Grandmasters, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you fighting anti-barriers if you're not in a
In the
strike?
raid. Oh, I guess it's not in the raid. I don't know.
Lament is great, except for when are you ever going to use it? In like high-end activities. You're not using it in the
Lost
raid.
sectors.
Oh, ooh.
Okay.
Dope.
Moving on.
Any questions? Did anyone ask any questions?
Were there any questions? Well, I'll start it off while you look for the questions. Because we did get some Postmaster.
No questions for
today.
Postmaster.
We got some actual Postmaster.
What's up, Jeffrey Adams, the GOAT? The GOAT's in the building. Mr. Jeffrey Adams.
Oh, also, shout out to
Danny Mayo?
Danny Mayo for the
$5 donation?
$5 donation on the stream when we completed the first encounter. Huge, big ups.
Yeah.
If someone would have donated $5 on the second one, maybe we would have beaten it.
There was a bunch of questions. Scroll up.
Okay, I literally can't open this. You sealed this very well, MattBot. All right, I got my baby fingers. All right, do that. I don't want to like. Before we start the questions, guys, if you don't know what 6 Beers Deep is, you
you're-
should.
You're not playing in the best clan in the world.
And Alec just joined, but basically, in-clan triumphs. As you can see, we got our triumph seals from last season because we're beasts. And then basically, the clan gives out a bunch of triumphs that you have to complete.
12? Is it 12 triumphs?
12, yep. And if you beat them all, they're just like secondary. They're not like in the game, but they're just secondary like challenges for us to do, and you have to like show proof that you did them. And you can get your seal. All right. And you know, second seal here. Coming in hot. MattBot makes these custom badges. Super sick. And there it is, baby. Look at the.
Damn, that's
And
dope.
this is glow in the dark. It just came out of a dark black packaging, so it doesn't have any light. Can I charge this up for like 2 seconds?
Good lord.
I don't know. It's not gonna glow right now because it just came out of dark packaging. But boy,
He makes those by hand?
yeah.
3D printer.
No, he etches it out with an ice pick.
What?
Yeah,
He etches them out with an ice pick.
he etches this out with an ice pick. Yeah.
How do you know that?
I saw him do it. He posted a behind the scenes video on his Instagram. Isn't that sick?
With an ice pick.
With an ice pick. Isn't that sick?
What a fucking
That's a lot
savage.
of custom work right there, boys. You guys should definitely check it out. And yeah, another one down.
Okay. So, first question. What are your top 3 raids in Destiny
Oh,
2?
look at the SBD little logo there. That's sweet. Look.
Nintendo Warrior asked. Yeah, mine will be up there next Monday.
You know he uses a 3D printer, right? You fucking idiot. I know Lauren would, but then Mike's like, what, an ice pick? What a savage. Ah.
What are your top 3 raids in Destiny 2, including the ones in the DCV? So my top raid in Destiny 2 is obviously Last Wish.
Not even a question.
I really like the Garden of Salvation.
Yeah, I really like Garden
and
too.
maybe Crown of Sorrows.
I don't know. I kind of like the new one over Crown of Sorrow, but I can't say that definitely yet because it's new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's got that new taste. You know what I mean? You get a new car.
Yeah.
It may not be the best car you've ever owned, but like you like it the most now because it's new. You know, like.
Yeah, also, I think I have a tainted vision of it because we spent so much. Like, I'm dying. I don't know what my face looks like right now. I don't know if I have bags under my eyes, but I'm tired as all hell.
Not me. I'm charged.
I'm tired.
I'm going to shoddy some beers and some Dr. Pepper.
Oh, fuck, we didn't drink any beers.
Until next time.
Damn it. I'm just going to put them in your cooler. We'll probably drink them on Friday night.
Yep.
At 4 in the morning.
Yep.
Lord.
Probably. Are they different sizes? The new one's bigger, too. Is it? Or, no, they're just slanted,
Yeah, they're just slanted.
I think.
They're slanted because look at mine compared to the one in the.
Okay.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
So what are your top 3
Still got
raids?
that new car smell. Yeah, Danny Mayo knows. Top 3? Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's probably the new one, number 3. Garden, number 2. I thought Garden was more technical, and I thought it was more like the new one. I like it, like, and I think the play style is really dope. But I didn't really like the fact that like the last encounter, some of it didn't seem to flow like with the rest of the raid. Like even this last 2, they kind of felt like separate things. Like the last encounter, the whole operator idea that you've been growing with, like shooting these control panels, opening doors, like controlling the map, completely gone. They were just like, yeah, you're just gonna shoot the purple bubble now.
Well, in the second phase, the operator, I mean, I guess, is shooting airlocks and stuff, but they're also shooting the buff off of your head,
Yeah, and they're shooting
which
the
kind of
airlocks.
preps you for like.
So like it could be like more like, but I'm just saying like no control panels in the second. Like I don't know.
There's
like,
control panels in the third encounter.
4th.
In the third encounter, there's control
No, the
panels.
4th. I'm talking about the boss phase.
Yeah, there's no control
I
panels.
just felt like it didn't really match the rest of the raid with like the whole like shoot the purple bubble now and like that's all you're doing compared to like, you know what I mean? Like I kind of felt like there could have been some more technical aspects. Maybe like all those vaults were in like a door and you had to shoot the door open and it only stays open for like 2 seconds, so you got to go in. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, something. It just kind of felt like that part wasn't like super. It didn't have great continuity throughout compared to like Garden, where like the moat thing really evolves, and by the end of it, that moat system
And the tether
is,
system
like,
is like the entire time.
yeah,
you're
the
always
tether and the
trailing.
moat system by the end is like you really
Yeah, but
got to be a
also,
master.
like
of
Garden is maybe one of the top raids of all
it.
time.
I love the last encounter on Garden. It's sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Like 1 and 2 flowed really well, I think, like continuity wise, and then it was almost like the last 2 encounters were like separate. Like they had like a whole different vibe with like the bombs and like not as much corresponding with each other. I felt like, you know what I mean? Everyone kind of had their own role, and that was like, I don't know.
Okay.
I
Next
just would have
question.
liked to seen some more of the technical side of it. Like I would have liked to see it grow more, like it did in Garden or like it does in other raids, if that makes sense.
Oh, whatever.
Compared to the operator, just and like the suppressor doesn't really feel like a team unit. Like they kind of just threw the blue one in, and it's more just like that person's just on their own shooting the boss the whole time. Like it's not as much of like
I like that mechanic.
coordination. I like it, but I feel like it could have been like coordinated or like added in. Like maybe like the operator needs to open these doors to let the suppressor go down and get the suppressor buff or something.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
You know what I mean? Like something to like kind of tie them all together more. Like I felt everything was really tied together in the beginning, and you had to really work
Like
as
the
a team.
operator has to shoot the 3 things to like light them up, so then the suppressor can go. in and
Yeah,
actually use
something
them.
like that. Now it just feels like everyone's kind of just doing their own thing in like the last 2 encounters rather than it being really like a team unit compared to the first 2. Like the first 2 felt so like synergy wise, like
Yeah.
you had to all be on the same page, like everyone had to be doing like their part. And the last one, it's like the suppressor doesn't have to worry about anything else the whole time. Just like shoot the boss, like just do your own thing. You know what I mean? Like the scanner like calls out for the bomb teams go. And like the operator just has to stand there and look for purple bubbles. Like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't feel as like synergized as the other 2, in my opinion. But yeah.
Next question. Alec asks, why does my haircut look like a dirty mop? Alec, I could literally beat the shit out of you. You should just not talk shit.
Whose haircut?
Mine. Oh, well, it's not a haircut. It's just my hair.
Yeah.
There's literally
Yeah,
no
there's-
cut.
there's no cut.
There's no cut.
Yeah. It's just hair. All hair, no cut.
Yeah, dude, listen. I'm single now. I'm not trying to go back out and have bitches start following me right away. I'm just trying to keep it looking nasty so I get left alone for a while.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, I just want to be left alone, so I'm going.
I know I'm a D1, a D2 prodigy.
Dude, I just want to be left alone. I don't want any girls chasing me down right now.
We're getting the jackets too. We got jackets.
So
remember
that's
last
why
season?
I'm just trying. I'm on my ugly. I'm looking ugly right now.
Look at how far we've come though. Last year, well, I guess it is an easier raid, but last year, like it took us like 9 days to beat the last encounter of Garden. We got the jacket, huge.
Yeah.
Now we got jacket, like.
Well, we're much better than we were this
day.
time last year.
Yeah.
Next question. Matt Pot wants to know, what's the deal with your not real teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah. The ones that aren't real.
This one? This one's not real.
Well, he wants to know why.
Because I knocked that shit out. This one's not real, and most of them, like half of this one's not real. Like, so this front tooth is not real. Half of this one isn't real. Like this side of it is all fake. Like it like shattered like that way, so they removed that part and like rebuilt it up on the side. This one.
Do you have the picture on your phone?
This one's like cut out.
I know we've showed this on the show before, but that was before. I think that was before we.
This one. This one's like you can see it's like cut. Oh my God, stop. Cut. It's not cut. That's supposed to be like your canine one that's sharp. Not sharp anymore.
Decon fell downtown, smashed his face into the.
This is all different.
Into the road.
Like this is all different occasions, but yeah, the teeth are whack. Baby teeth, almost no teeth. You know what I mean? Like, shout out my doctor, Dr. Ritter.
His teeth glow in black lights now.
Yeah, this one glow because they're all fake. So like the whatever material they use for like the coating, it glows in black lights. So when we were in Europe, we were going to all these clubs, and they were. Oh, Lauren sends the picture. Oh God.
Can you put it in focus?
Oh yeah, that's it glowing. Yeah, you're too close. It's gotta be in the middle. Are you on that one? Yeah. There you go. See it? Oh yeah, you can see where all my teeth were broken, and they've broken more since then, I think. So, but you get the gist. Yeah, look how glowy they are. Yeah, you can see like the.
Jesus.
See how glowy? You can see like on these other teeth. See them on the side. Everywhere you see glowing, that's like fake too. So, you know. Killing it. But yeah, we're in the clubs and they're like, what the fuck is on your teeth? I'm like, that's just not my teeth. That's that fake shit. And I go to the dentist so much because my teeth break all the time that I have my dentist's.
Do you think it's from all the Dr. Pepper?
No. It's from literally falling on my face, whether I'm doing like action sports or just like am hammered running around downtown.
Action sports?
Dude, I like beat my face on like ski rails. Yeah, well, the main tooth coming out was when I was following Lauren downtown Annapolis, and there was like a 1 foot chain. These chains, and it was like 1 foot above the ground. I jumped over, and we were like in a run crossing the street. They're like on the street, so you gotta like jump it to get onto the sidewalk because you're not supposed to like jaywalk. And so I jumped it, and my back like toes caught, and just straight to my fucking face. Dude. And it's in this like little square. There's like a piano there, and people like hang out there. And like there's probably like 30 people there. It's like 1 a.m.
It's probably more than 30 people.
Probably, and they're all just like, oh, and I'm like, ah. My tooth is shattered. I'm trying to pick up the little pieces off the ground, and I can't find them. Everyone's laughing at me. I'm crying. I'm like, my tooth is gone, and I have like in my other room, I have like the bag. Because it was all like...
Wasn't it on your refrigerator?
No, yeah, I hung it on the refrigerator. That was my finger.
That was your finger.
So I also shattered my finger. So I hung like my dead finger like all fell off and they had to reconstruct it. So I hung like the bag of that, like my dead finger on the fridge for a couple months. You know what it is. We think about it.
Most kids like their parents hang their like A+ like test on the refrigerator and like
my chopped
your mom's
off finger.
like, this is all we got. And she's like pinning your finger to the fridge.
She didn't want it up there, and I was like, Mom, you look at that, and you remember what you got.
You remember what my finger used to look like.
You remember what you got in this world. What your son did out here, the struggles that I pursue. Yeah, so it's lit.
The reindeer photo?
Yeah, were there any other questions? Was that it? They just care about my teeth. Why aren't you counting the sparrow part as a...
Oh, yeah, when you got drunk and rode the reindeer and got yelled at. That's what Duke wants to talk about.
I didn't really get... Oh, I did get yelled at by like a family of 5. Yeah, was hammered on a work trip, and there were like these... There was like a reindeer setup. I was in this middle like of nowhere town.
Yeah, I remember you called me. There was a hurricane and you got like stuck.
Yeah, we got stuck because the boat couldn't like go out. So we're in like this
You were
middle of
like,
nowhere town.
I hate all these people.
Right.
Everyone's staring at me. I hate this shitty town.
I'm in like
This place. This is the worst town I've ever been in. Why is everyone staring at me? Like, bro, they're staring at you because you're just shitting on their little town.
We're in this like
I don't have any Wi-Fi.
we're in this little fishing town. We got stuck there on a boat in a hurricane, and like we went to this dive ass bar, the only one that was open, and I'm like I have like I don't know, like I don't dress super nice, but I have like some some Lululemon work pants on and like some like polos, 410 Films polos or whatever, and everyone's just looking at me like I'm like the craziest motherfucker on the
Because you were
planet.
screaming how much you hated these people.
Well, that was after I hated them. And then there wasn't any Wi-Fi anywhere. Like they're just like, we don't have internet. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have internet? Like this is in North Carolina, like mind you. Like I'm not like in like the middle of Europe, like traveling around, like you know what I mean? Like I'm not traveling in the mountains of like China trying like no, I'm not asking for much here, okay? I'm on the coast of North Carolina and I can't get some fucking Wi-Fi? Come on. In a hurricane? Like, come on. That's all I wanted. And yeah, so and I may have been intoxicated. And I rode so the whole town they have
last
this
Christmas?
This was like
right
last
before Corona.
November-ish, yeah. So the whole town they have this like little setup where they have their Christmas thing and there's this reindeer
Oh,
there.
and you couldn't even shoot the shoot because the actors like weren't getting paid.
Yeah, so they all left. It was a shit show. So but they have this like little reindeer scene, and I was just like, oh, it just looks like in like a normal town, like in an out, the shit's everywhere, right? Like people put reindeers out. Like there's like it was just like a little like shed with like a reindeer in it. I'm like, okay. So I like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a manger, but they put a big ass reindeer in there, and like the head was on a robot swivel, and it was like, but so I hop.
This is in the background.
And so, like, I hop on it, like, I'm hammering. I'm like, yo, get a picture of me on this fucking reindeer.
Lauren, do you have a joke?
But then these families come up, and they're trying to take pictures with the reindeer. I guess it's, like, the biggest thing they got going. It's like they're Santa Claus at the mall kind of shit. But, like, there's only one mall within 100 miles, like, kind of thing. So, like, this little, like, shed with a reindeer in it is very important to them. And they all came, and, like, this family, I didn't know. This family came to take pictures, and they were walking up, and I'm, like, hammered on the reindeer, and they just turned around and left. And then someone else was yelling at me, and I was like, okay. I'm like, why are you bringing your kid to, like, take pictures, first of all, at 12:30 at night with a reindeer? Like, they probably should be in bed, not out on the streets. With hooligans
they
like
do
me.
things differently in North Carolina.
Yes,
There's no
dude.
bedtime.
Everything was different. So, whatever.
Well,
but
we should
yeah.
probably wrap it up.
That's where we're at.
We just lost six viewers during that story.
They don't want to know shit about this reindeer. Yeah. So, pretty dope. Any other questions? Was that it?
Nope, that was it. I'm pretty tired.
Okay. Well, I'm not. I'm ready to go. And yeah, I'm gonna make a video right now, hopefully on a raid encounter. Drop that, and then we're gonna run the raid like 5 times tonight. So if you want to do that,
5 times?
I'll probably run.
Do
it
we
5
get
times.
repeat loot?
No,
Are you sure?
positive.
Not pinnacles, but just repeat like
Nope.
that level.
Just like before, every other single raid ever, except for what they just did recently when they were vaulting
How
stuff.
do you know that?
Because it's literally like every other raid ever.
Do you 100% know that to be factual?
100%. I would bet money on it. I will bet you $1,000 right now.
Okay, well, I'm not betting you $1,000.
Okay. That's how confident I am.
Okay. We'll find out tonight.
I'm gonna do it on my. You get it on each character, so I'm gonna do it on my other 2 characters, and then I'll probably.
So I've done
work some speed
it
runs.
fully on one character and just the boss fight on my other character.
Yeah, so you'll just have to do it again and do the boss fight because the team's gonna need it. So.
I'm gonna do it again fully on my hunter, and then when I get to the boss fight, I'm gonna switch to my titan and do it on my titan. And
Why?
then
You're just
we'll-
gonna get on your Titan and do it again anyway. So why don't you just like finish it out and then do it again?
I don't know. Whatever.
Doesn't make any sense.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm not stressing.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Guardian Report. Drop a like. Tell your friends how much you love the show. If you're ever raiding with people and you're just like, yeah, you know what I was watching the other day? I was watching this good podcast, and they were talking about how this kid's teeth fell out, and he was riding a reindeer. And you just be like, it's a good time.
And it
Maybe
wasn't
they
very
should-
informative about anything Destiny.
But it was funny. I smiled. And the rest of it is pretty
Honestly, they
informative.
were asking their viewers about things more than they actually knew.
Yeah. But if maybe they want to come.
It's really
tell
well
us.
produced though.
It's really well produced. They have an awesome producer that does great lighting and switching, and she tells some good jokes every once in a while when we can finally get a couple out of her. So, actually, I promise you guys there will be a joke tonight if you tune into the stream for
Oh
the
yeah,
raids.
the lore guy was on today.
The raids tonight. Oh yeah, and we had Afro Bob. So huge. Definitely tell people to come watch that segment. That's probably the most useful segment we've had in 6 months.
Yep, since the last time he was on the show.
Yeah, literally.
Literally almost a year ago. Also, as soon as this is done, I get to find out if we're on lockdown again. So I'm pretty hyped for that as well.
And if we are, see you there. See you online.
Hogan had a speech today at 4 o'clock.
Lit. All right, sounds good, guys. See you tonight. We're gonna stream tonight, so be sure to hop in there, say hello, and donate a couple $100 if you.
You're gonna stream tonight.
Yep.
I'm gonna stream tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's tomorrow? Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Oh, then I'm gonna
No,
stream Wednesday.
tomorrow's Monday. It's Sunday, dude. What's today?
Today's Monday.
Oh, yeah, it's
We're
Monday.
doing the show.
Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, I was
Okay.
right.
Then I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna stream Wednesday
Yeah,
after I get off of work,
I'll stream today and tomorrow.
and then I'll stream Wednesday and Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday's Thanksgiving.
Can't do tomorrow.
Why not? Yeah, we're having dinner and then I'll stream.
And then I got Wednesday, and then Thursday's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, everyone wish Mama happy birthday tomorrow in the Discord. Tomorrow. Everybody wait, and then do it tomorrow.
Dude, we don't even know what day it is. That's how this week has just been like.
Days don't matter. The only day that matters is tomorrow is reset day. And I don't even call it Tuesday anymore. It's just reset day.
I was gonna get on and raid with you guys at 1, and then my mom was like, "It's your sister's birthday. Remember, you're coming over." And I was like, "Oh shit, happy birthday."
Happy birthday. All right. Love you guys. And we out.
Till next week, you dirty bitches.
And look out for the guides. They're all going to be out. If you guys have any questions, send them to your friends, please. They take a lot of time to produce, and they're better than Rick Kakis's. So make sure that you send them when people need help.
Rick Kakis doesn't even know how to play the game. I bet you he doesn't know about Zealot's Reward.
We're going to meet Rick Kakis, and he's going to be like the chillest dude ever. And I'm going to be like, yo,
He's Canadian, so he probably sucks.
He's probably really chill.
Probably smells like
He's
syrup.
probably actually super chill if he's Canadian.
We're back.
We're back, guys. No one cuts me off. Not in these streets. All right. See you guys later. Love you. Now take us off.
You syrup smelling fucks.